Hello everyone and welcome back to Joys It Flies. If you're new here, my name's Alyssa and I deal with the crochet side of this channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to crochet the diamond mesh stitch. I sometimes find with crochet mesh that the holes are way too big and I don't always like the fact that they're square. With this stitch, you can see they're not too big and it just has such a pretty look to it. It also has a wonderful bit of stretch, which is why you'll see it used in patterns for things like market bags and tote bags. If you're a beginner, I really recommend this stitch. It's so easy to learn and so beautiful. I really hope you guys like this tutorial and let's get into it. To crochet this stitch, you're going to need some yarn. I'm using this worsted weight acrylic yarn, but you can use whatever you have. You're then also going to need a crochet hook. I'm using a 5mm, but you can again use whatever hook you'd like. If you're a little unsure on which size to pick, have a look at the recommended size on your yarn label. You're then also going to need a pair of scissors and a darning needle. We're going to start by making a slip knot, and then from here you're going to chain any multiple of 4 plus 2. For my sample piece today, I'm going to be chaining 22. So yarn over, pull through, that's 1. Yarn over, pull through, that's 2. Yarn over, pull through, that's 3. So go ahead, chain any multiple of 4 plus 2, and I'll meet you back when you've done that. Once you have your chain, we're going to make a single crochet into the second chain from our hook. So into this one here. Insert your hook, yarn over and pull up a loop, then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Then chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then we're going to skip the next 3 chains. So 1, 2 and 3, and into the 4th we're going to make a single crochet. So insert your hook into that 4th chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So this has just made our first mesh stitch, and we're simply going to repeat this all the way down our chain. So we're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We're going to skip the next 3 chains and into the 4th one, so this one here, we're going to make a single crochet. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, then yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Let's do that again. Chain 5, skip the next 3 chains, and into the 4th make a single crochet. And you're just going to repeat this all the way down your chain until you get to the very end. So you should be making your very last single crochet into your very last chain, just like this. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, then yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So if we have a quick look, this is what row 1 should be looking like. You can see we have these lovely big gaps that we've made that we're going to be able to work into in the next row, and that's what's going to create our mesh. For row 2, we're going to start by chaining 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then we're going to turn our work. We're going to start by finding the first big gap, which is this one right here, and we're going to make our single crochet into it. So insert your hook right into that gap like this, and then make your single crochet as normal. There we are, so this is what it should look like, and we're just going to repeat that down the row. So chain 5, find your next big gap, which is this one right here, and make your single crochet into it, just like this. Let's do that once more. Chain 5, find the next big gap, which is this one here, and make your single crochet into it. And you're just going to repeat this all the way down your row until you get to the very end. So I'm just coming up to the end and I'm going to work into my last big gap, which is this one here. So it should be looking like this. From here, to finish the row, we're going to chain 2. So 1 and 2. Then from here, we're going to be making a double crochet into this stitch here. This is the single crochet from row 1. That's what we're going to be working into. So yarn over your hook, insert it into that single crochet, just like this. Then yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. There we are. So you can see we now have this lovely neat edge. So if we have a quick look, this is what row 2 should be looking like. So you can see the pattern's already starting to build up with just a couple of rows. For row 3, we're going to begin by chaining 1, and this chain 1 is not going to count as a stitch. Then we're going to turn our work. We're going to start by making a single crochet into this double crochet right here, so into our first stitch. So insert your hook, just like this, then make your single crochet just as before. Then from here, chain 5. We're now going to find the next big gap. So it's not this very first one here, this is a smaller gap, it's actually this one all the way over here. And we're going to make our single crochet into it. So insert your hook into this gap, and again make your single crochet just as before. There we go. And we're just going to repeat that all the way down the row. So chain 5, find your next big gap, which is this one right here, and make your single crochet into it. So go ahead, continue in this way, and I'll meet you back when you get to the end. So I'm just coming up to the end now. I'm working into my second to last gap. And it should be looking like this. So we have one gap left. We're still going to finish off by chaining 5 just as before. And at the end of this row, instead of just working into the gap, we're actually going to work into the third chain. So we have 1, it's maybe a bit tricky to see, but we have 1, 2 and 3. So this is the third chain, and you're going to make your single crochet into it. So insert your hook, just like this, and make your single crochet. And by doing this, it just means that that edge is going to be really nice and straight. It's not going to have too many bumps. So this is what row 3 looks like. So this is actually the pattern. From here, you're simply going to be alternating between rows 2 and 3 to create as many rows as you would like. I'm going to go ahead and do both of these rows again with you, just so that you can really get the hang of it. So for row 4, we're going to start by chaining 5, just like we did back in row 2. Then we're going to turn our work. We're going to start by finding the first big gap, which is this one here, and we're going to make a single crochet into it. Then chain 5. Find your next big gap, which is this one right here, and make your single crochet into it. And you're just going to continue in this way all the way down your row until you get to the end. So at the end of the row, I'm going to work into this last big gap as normal, just like this. And then to finish the row, we're going to work into this end stitch right here, which is the single crochet from the previous row. We're going to start by chaining 2, and then we're going to make a double crochet into this stitch here. So yarn over your hook, insert it into this stitch, just like this, then yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. That's what the end should look like. And here is row 4. Now the next row, row 5, is going to be a repeat of row 3. So to do that, we're going to start by chaining 1, which remember is not going to count as our first stitch. Then we're going to turn our work. We're going to start by making a single crochet into our first stitch, the double crochet right here. So insert your hook and make your single crochet as normal. Then chain 5. From here, we're going to find our first big gap. So remember, it's not this one here, this is a small gap. We want this one right here. And we're going to make a single crochet into it. There we are, looks like this. And we're going to continue that all the way down. So chain 5. Find your next big gap, which is this one here, and make a single crochet into it. So again, I'm just coming up to the end of the row. We're going to be finishing with a chain of 5. And then instead of working into this last gap as normal, we're going to work into the 3rd chain. So we have 1, 2, and 3. So into this chain here, insert your hook and make a single crochet. Just like this, and you can see that gives us a lovely neat edge. So this is what our mesh is looking like. You can go ahead now and crochet as many rows as you would like, alternating, remember, between rows 2 and 3. So I'm going to quickly crochet a few more rows myself. Once I've done that, I'll then meet you back here and I'll show you how to finish this stitch off. So I've made a few more rows and this is what it's looking like. Once you've crocheted as many rows as you would like, we're simply going to crochet one more row just to neaten up this top edge, just to stop it being all bumpy. From wherever you finished your last row, you might be like me and have finished with a single crochet worked into the 3rd chain, like this, or you might have finished with the double crochet on the other end. It really doesn't matter which one. We're going to start by chaining 1, and this is not going to count as a stitch. Then we're going to turn our work. We're going to start the row by making a single crochet into the first stitch, so right into this one here. Then from here, we're going to chain 3. So 1, 2, and 3. You're then going to find your first big gap, and you're going to make a single crochet into it. Just like this. And we're going to repeat that down the row. So we're going to chain 3. You're then going to find the next big gap, so it's this one here, and you're going to make a single crochet into it. Chain 3. Find your next big gap and make a single crochet into it. So I'm coming up to the end of the row and I'm just going to work into my last big gap, just like this. Then from here, to finish off the row, we're going to still chain 3, and then you're going to make a single crochet into your last stitch. So you might be like me, you might be working into a single crochet from the last row, or you might be making it into the 3rd chain like we did a few rows ago. It doesn't matter which. So you're just going to insert your hook and you're going to make a single crochet. There we are. Then once you've done that, you can fasten off, you can cut your yarn, and you're done. You've now learned how to crochet the diamond mesh stitch. Folks, I really hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and found it easy to follow. If you have any video requests or questions, drop me a comment down below. And it would also mean so much to us if you could give this video a like and if you could subscribe to our channel. I'll see you all next week for my next tutorial, but until then, happy crocheting!